The White House can't seem to keep its message straight on whether or not it plans to shut down the Enbridge Line 5 pipeline. Watch this.
The administration studying the impact of shutting down the Line 5.
Yes, we are. We expect that both the U.S. and Canada will engage constructively. These negotiations and discussions between the two countries shouldn't be viewed as anything more than that, and certainly not an indicator that the U.S. government is considering shutdown. That is something that we're not going to do.
The pipeline cuts through Michigan, carrying oil and gas that powers millions of businesses and homes across the U.S. and Canada. Joining me now is Ohio Congressman Bill Johnson. He's also a member of the Energy and Commerce and Budget Committees. Congressman, this war on our energy sector, not just in the United States, but in Canada as well, in all of North America, it seems intentional on behalf of the Biden administration to drive up the cost of energy and make, say, alternative fuels more palatable, that this is all by design to giving in to the greenies in other countries.
Absolutely it is. And you know, this is all about punishing those that believe fossil fuels are necessary. I mean, fossil fuels, oil and gas, has lifted more people out of poverty around the world than any other fuel source on the planet. But this Enbridge 5 pipeline, you talked about it a little bit, Dagan, not only does it provide oil and gas to Ohio and Michigan, but it provides, for example, 50% of the jet fuel to the Detroit airport. We're going to see propane prices go through the ceilings right here at the beginning of a tough winter. This is going to cost jobs. The Biden administration supports pipelines in Russia, cancels our pipelines, shuts down the Keystone XL pipeline, and now they're talking about shutting down this pipeline that has been in operation for almost 2/3 of a century. Safely.
And I'll point something out, that it was last year that Governor Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, went after this very Line 5, this Enbridge pipeline. She moved to revoke and terminate an easement that allowed Line 5 to operate. It was a 4.5-mile stretch in the Straits of Mackinac. Ordered Enbridge, the operator, to shut it down and permanently decommission the pipeline. This is a pipeline that basically provides fuel and heating fuel to places across Ontario and Quebec. And Canada actually had to invoke a treaty to stop this governor's overreach. It's just astonishing what these Democrats think they can do by fiat.
Well, they're trying to pull America back from the leadership table in the global energy economy. I mean, they want to cede that high ground to China and to Russia. You know, China is cranking up a new coal-fired power plant about every 9 days. Russia is selling much dirtier and more carbon-intensive natural gas to our friends and allies across Europe, and using that resource as leverage to compel them to do what the Russians want them to do. I don't understand a governor in America, in the state of Michigan, that would want to do that. Again, this pipeline's been operating safely since 1953.
Democrats have not been able to push through the massive reconciliation bill, but House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is already touting its accomplishments at that climate conference. Call it COP-a-palooza or Climate-palooza, whatever they call it. She hopes to vote on the roughly $2 trillion package as early as next week, though it does face an uphill battle in the Senate. Congressman, do you think that she'll be able to pull off this vote on this welfare monstrosity?
Well, I certainly think that what happened last week makes it a little easier. That's my perspective. I think now that the moderate Democrats got what they wanted in an infrastructure vote on a bill that really didn't have a lot to do about infrastructure, by the way. Now that they've got that vote, they promised the progressives in their party that they're going to support the reconciliation package. I mean, Josh Gottheimer actually said that. He has said that repeatedly. Give us the infrastructure vote first, and then we'll support the reconciliation package. So I do believe that it paves the way for this to get done.
Congressman Bill Johnson, thank you so much for being here this morning. Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you very much.